What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy JD back with another NBA 2K25 build for you guys. And man, I got you a fun one today. I'm going to bring you this Vince Carter VINSANITY build. This build is going to get crazy contact dunks. It's going to be able to shoot the ball. Obviously, you know, we make our builds with a little bit of defense as well. So if this video does help you out, don't forget to drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. Let's head over to the builder and check out this VINSANITY build. Let's go. Alright, so before we jump into the builder, I just want to show you guys, Vince Carter does have a template build here in NBA 2K25, and it's not too bad, but I think we can definitely do some tweaking to make this build a little bit more athletic and a little bit better just overall as a build. So let's get over to the builder and finish up this VINSANITY build. Alright, so to make my version of this Vince Carter build, we're going to go shooting guard. We're going to go 6'6", 192 pounds, and we're going to go with a 7'1" wingspan. Reason we're going to do this very specific, we want to get a certain weight, we want a certain wingspan to get certain shooting attributes and everything like that, so that's what we're going to do for this one here. We're going to go ahead and start first things first down here with the speed and agility. We're going to go 83 for the speed on this build. You know, nothing too crazy, but enough to get the job done, and then we're going to go 80 for the agility as well, because we want to be able to move side to side, you know, swing out from the corner, do all that fun stuff on defense, so we want to have a little bit of extra agility than maybe we might normally put on a build like this. For the strength, we're going to go ahead and max this out at a 71. And then for the vertical, we're going to take this up to an 85 because we are going to end up with a very nice driving dunk, and we need the 85 vertical in order to get some of the contact dunks and different animations to go along with that. So again, this build is going to be very athletic, very, you know, Vince Carter-esque. I think, like I said, he does have that template build, but we're going to make a few minor tweaks and modifications to it. I think we can make it just a little bit better. So let's go ahead and start up here on the finishing. We're going to start with a 73 on our close shot. That will get us Paint Prodigy, as you can see over here, on bronze. Again, it's just going to help you finish them shots underneath the hoop when you do get stuck. Get up them quick layups, all those types of things around the hoop. Now for the driving layup, again, I'd like to go a little bit higher on here, but when you take some of these attributes up, you know, in certain areas, you do have to give a little to get a little. And this one, I was going to go 70, but when we move our driving dunk up, it's going to by default move your driving layup to a 71. That will get you physical finisher on bronze, float game on bronze, and then we'll get you, you know, some decent layup animations, and you will be able to finish around the rim. You know, if you're looking to do that, but that's really not why we came here to do layups when we get close to the rim. We want to be able to yam on our opponents, poster them, you know, have some fun on this build. I mean, after all, we are making a Vince Carter type of a build, so we're going to take our driving dunk all the way up to a 91. And then we're going to use our first set of cap breakers here. We're going to say that we have 8 cap breakers on here. That's what I have on mine. If you are vet 2, you might have additional 5 cap breakers at this point. So you might have upwards of 13 plus cap breakers. Then you're going to be able to tweak this even more to your liking and make it that much more dangerous. But for a lot of us, we probably have in that neighborhood of about 8 cap breakers. So we're going to put 5 here so we can get that 96 driving dunk. That will end up getting us Hall of Fame posterizer. And then you could use your max +1 to put legend posterizer on this build. And with that 96 driving dunk and the 85 vertical, you're going to get access to all of the really nice contact dunk animations. The only one you won't get is the Elite Off 1, which you do need a 99 driving dunk for. The difference between 96 and 99 in this game, not a huge difference, and it just costs so much to get all the way up to 99 that for this build, we're not going to go that route. So 91 plus 5 to get 96 on the driving dunk. For the standing dunk, we're going to bump this up a couple of spots here, up to a 45. That's going to get us all of those nice under basket animations. Again, kind of like same thing with that close shot, you know, just enough to get us the animations so that if we do get stuck and we do get put in a position that we're able to finish around the rim. And then the post control will move some of this other stuff around. It's going to pull it up. We're going to go up to a 39. Nothing we're going to do there. We're not going to be working on the post, doing anything too crazy on this build. So as you can see, the finishing around the rim is going to be very nice. Very Vince Carter-esque, having that 96 driving dunk. Now, moving down to the shooting, I know on Vince's template he had a lower mid-range and like an 85 three-point shot. Again, I'm just tweaking this to my experience off the game and everything, and just trying to get a few extra, different types of attributes and stuff like that. So we're going to actually take our mid-range here up to an 88, and we're going to use one more of our cap breakers here, which would eventually get us this 89 mid-range shot. As you can see, that'll end up getting you set shot specialist on gold. We'll also get a shifty shooter and deadeye both on silver. Go ahead and take that back down. So having that 89 mid-range is going to be really nice. It's also going to get you access to a lot more very nice jump shot animations. As you guys have seen in some of my past videos, I've been using that Kobe Bryant base. At some point, I'm going to guess we're going to get a T-Mac base similar like we had last year. I know 87 was the threshold for that. So this would allow you to get that if the threshold is still the same. I anticipate that we'll get that here at some point in NBA 2K25. Now for the three-point shot, I'm going to put a 75 on here. And the reason I'm going to do that is we've got access to the nice jump shots by having that high mid-range. And I've noticed on a lot of my builds that I've been using lately that unless you're going to go really crazy and go like upper 80s to into the 90s on your three-point shot, 75 is more than enough to get the job done in NBA 2K25. At this point of the game, you should know your jump shots, know your releases and everything like that. So we are going to sacrifice a little bit here. We're going 75 on the three-point shot. And then for the free throw, we're going to leave it right here at 63. Again, I play a lot of rec center. If you're using this build in the rec and you know your free throw at this point of the game, you're going to be able to knock those down more than consistent. If you're using this in the park, obviously you're not going to need the free throw. So that's what we're going to end up doing here for the shooting. Moving down to the playmaking, we're going to put a little bit of playmaking on this build. I think having that 91 driving dunk, you definitely want to have, to be able to create your own shot, get to the rim, do all that kind of stuff. We don't want to forget about the passing though. We're not going to do anything too crazy. We're going to put the pass accuracy at a 75. We'll get you access to some nice pass styles. It'll also get you dimer on silver and break starter on silver as well. Moving down to the ball handle, we're going to put this up to an 84. And then we're going to use one more of our cap breakers here, which will be our 7th cap breaker, to get an 85 ball handle. As you can see, we'll have ankle assassin on bronze. We'll have handles for days on silver. We'll get that strong handle, on silver, which will be pretty nice. You get, be able to get some of them nice strong handle animations, and then get yourself to the hoop having that 96 driving dunk. And then the unpluckable will be on silver as well. And also with the 85 ball handle, you get access to some nice dribble animations and everything. So you're going to be more than set there. For the speed with ball, this is where we're going to use our last cap breaker. We're going to go ahead and take our speed with ball up to an 85. And then with that last cap breaker, we're going to get an 86 speed with ball, which will get us gold lightning launch. If you wanted to use a max +1 here instead of on your driving dunk, you could put that up to Hall of Fame. I think gold would be more than enough. 86 speed with ball on a build like this, like I said, that's going to help you attack the rim, get to the hoop, utilize that 96 driving dunk, get them posters, just have that much more fun on a build like this. So that's what we're going to do for the playmaking. Moving down to the defense, again, I like to make my builds a little bit more balanced. I always give them, I don't necessarily go for the shades of with these player builds. I like to make them mimic similar to how a player plays, but you have to be so specific to get certain shades of. I think that you take away from some of the potential that you could have on these builds. So we are going to put a little bit of defense here. We're going to bump this interior up to a 60. Nothing too crazy, but just enough that we're going to get that paint patroller on here. So our perimeter defense, you saw he had an 85 on his template build. We're actually going to do that here for this build as well. We're going to take our perimeter defense up to an 85. As you can see, that will now get us Challenger, On-Ball Menace, Pick Dodger, all on silver. You're going to get Immovable on Forcer on bronze, and then Off-Ball Pest on gold. It's just going to help you play a little bit, it's going to help you with shot contest. It's going to help you get stops on the defensive side of things. It also gives you access to some more takeover options, which I'll show you here once we get the build completed. So 85 on the perimeter defense. For the steal, we're going to take this up to a 73. That will get you Interceptor on silver, and then you will have Glove on bronze. Again, I feel like Silver Interceptor is more than enough if you're playing rec or you're playing like solo rec, stuff like that. Again, this isn't more of a comp type of a build. You're not necessarily going to the stage with this build. You're not taking maybe into Pro-Am or anything like that. This is a build to have fun on. You're trying to get the posters, trying to, ISO and do some of that type of stuff. So 73 steal there. For the block, we're going to take the block all the way up to a 78. Again, same, specific reason we put the wingspan and everything right where we did. With that 78 block, you see we get the paint patroller on bronze that we talked about with having that 60 interior defense. And then we also get the high flying denier on silver as a tier 2 badge. This is another spot where you could utilize a max +1 and put that on gold if you wanted to. You can put the paint patroller up. You know, you have some other options with them tier 2s. And then we didn't forget about the rebounding either. This is something that I did that probably makes this build maybe not Vince Carter-esque, but something I think that would make this build a little bit more unique is we're going to take the defensive rebounding all the way up to an 80, and then we're going to go ahead and max out the rest of our offensive rebound to a 72. Again, you don't necessarily have to do this. You could certainly play around with these and get some extra attributes. You know, if you wanted to move that defensive rebound down to a 60, you know, if we go ahead and move this back all the way down, I just want to show you guys what it looks like. You know, you're going to need the vertical up here, so sorry, you can take it, you know, this is what you could have if you wanted to use some extra attributes to try to play around with and move things around. Again, for me, I was just trying to make this build a little bit more unique. So again, I went 80 on the defensive rebound, and then I put the rest here on offensive rebound, just to make this build a little bit more different. By doing that, we do get Rebound Chaser on silver, you get Box Out Beast on silver, and then we get Pogo Stick on bronze. You know, this is going to help you get rebounds on the defensive end. On the offensive end, it makes it a very good 2s build. If you're trying to ISO on this, it makes it a very good 1s court build as well, because not only can you move around, you can shoot, you can play make, you can play all the defense, but now you're going to be able to grab boards as well. So again, if you want to move some of these attributes around, make it your own, by all means, you can certainly do that. As far as the different takeover options, you can see we get some pretty decent takeover options for this build. Obviously, you get some of the slasher options with above the rim. Driver, you get the MIDI Maestro if you're looking for something like that. Slice, obviously a very fun takeover to have in NBA 2K25 as it increases your driving dunk, your speed, and your agility. Or you can make this really a two-way build and put Mirror on here and have that extra plus 15 on the defense for the perimeter defense. Give yourself a 99 perimeter defense. Get extra bumpy, make your way, you know, make this into more of a two-way ISO slasher type of a build. So definitely some options as far as the takeovers go there. Let's go ahead. I'll show you guys the shades up quick before we close this thing out. You can see we get shades of Stephon Castle, Cam Whitmore, and Shaden Sharp. You know, I'm not, like I said, I wasn't necessarily looking for the shades of Vince Carter on this because we did tweak a few different things around to make it more of a unique type of a build, but I think it will definitely emulate a lot of the different things like a Vince Carter type of a build will do. Plus you get a really cool build name, you get a two-way Inside the Arc Menace. So that's the build. I'm going to show you a couple of the quick animations that you can get with this build, and then we'll get you out of here. Alright, I know you guys are always asking for jump shots and animations and stuff to go along with these types of builds. As you guys know, I like to rock the Kobe Bryant base right now, and then somebody put me onto the Baluba upper release to go along with my Kobe Bryant release, so this would be the jump shot that I would be rocking on this type of a build right here. You can see that the grades and everything are very nice for it. You do need an 88 mid-range shot for it, but overall the jump shot's very smooth, very clean. As far as the dunks go, obviously once you have that 96 dunk, you're going to get access to a lot of very nice dunk animations. You can see the contact dunks here. You will get access to the Elite off 2 contact dunks as well with this one. You're going to get the Pro off 1. I said you don't get the Elite off of 1. I did mention that in the video. You do need the 99 driving dunk for that. So that is the only one that you will not get. We'll get those under basket animations that I talked about. And then you get a ton of very nice, you know, player style signature dunks. You get all of the aggressive dunks, you know, your Anthony Edwards one, your Vince Carter one, obviously, your Devin Booker, very clean, Ja Morant. You can see, so a lot of very nice dunking animations. And then listen, as far as some of the different dribble animations and stuff like that go, obviously we don't have the 85 ball handle on here yet, so you're not going to get all of these different playmaking moves. But these are a few that I've been using on a build similar to this, that I have the 84 ball handle on. If you guys remember that most recent, one of the recent videos I did, we put the 84 ball handle on there with one of our cap breakers. So these are the animations I'm using. Again, once you get the 85, you'll get some access to some additional ones. These are just some of the scoring moves that I use. Again, you have to find the ones that fit for you and everything like that. So there's the build, there's the jump shot, there's all the dunks and everything like that you get. So that's going to do it for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this VINSANITY build. Stay tuned, we got some more fun builds and stuff coming for you. I'm going to leave a card here if you guys want to see any of the other builds or the face creations, included this Vince Carter face creation that we've done here in NBA 2K25. Like I said, don't forget to drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you in the next one. I'm out. Peace.